Well, I was around at Angela's house the other day. I just dropped off Peter, and he's friends with Angela's boy, Nathan. Angela's ex-husband ran off with his secretary, so my missus makes me come over and do some odd jobs for her now and again. Bit of a pain in the ass, but like I said, our kids are friends, and Angela's a nice enough lady, so no big deal, I suppose. I was just finishing my cup of tea, just chatting with Angela, general chit-chat, when there were several loud bangs from above. Boys will be boys, I quipped. Angela rolled her eyes. I must have told him 100 times, she said. He gets it from his father. Lead feet. At that moment, a thunderous stairwell descent announced the arrival of the boys. Each of them wore a sly grin and was slightly red-faced. "Nathan!" Angela exclaimed. "What have I told you? It sounded like there were a herd of elephants stomping around up there." No sooner had those words escaped her lips than the whole atmosphere in the room had changed. Nathan's body seemed to tighten, stiffen up if you like, and his grin now became a scowl. My son, sensing the change, took an unsteady step backwards. And then it happened. Something that was so unexpected it defies belief. Nathan opened his mouth and said, "Are you fucking stupid, woman?" Angela's jaw hung open as she stared glossy-eyed in the direction of the verbal assault. Nathan continued, "Do you even know how many elephants make up a herd?" "Well, let me enlighten you. On average, it would be 10 to 20. Each animal can weigh up to 7 tons fully grown. Let's just imagine that there is a live load weight up there of around 8 tons. There is no way that my bedroom floor could support that heavy load." Nathan was now pacing the room. Everyone was transfixed on the boy. Behind him, taped to the top of the doorframe, a single red balloon bobbed and swayed listlessly in the draught, caused by Nathan's pacing. It was the remnants of last week's birthday party. Nathan had just turned 8. "You do, Mother, also realise that a grown elephant can be around 4 metres high?" He was staring at her now with a venomous look in his eye. "Of course you don't, airhead. How in Christ's shiny helmet do you think that herd could fit into my bedroom? Fuck's sake!" Even though Nathan had clearly crossed a line, I felt powerless to step in and defuse the situation. And I'm almost ashamed to admit that I quite admired the way he fluently put across his point. I was almost hypnotised by the scene unfolding in front of me, captivated by this boy. A boy who hadn't finished. "Mum, fuck knows I love you. Please don't doubt that. But some of the garbage that comes out of your mouth is close to biblical in its scale of stupidity. Maybe you should spend a little less time watching The Only Way is Essex, or whatever dross you idiots are hoovering up right now, and maybe read a book instead. I've still got a few preschool books tucked away upstairs that you could borrow. Maybe then we could avoid situations like this one, where you embarrass our neighbours and yourself. Dad's already gone. Don't force my hand." At that moment, a solitary tear rolled down Angela's cheek. She stared forward in that way that women do on TV when they've been told their child's body has been found. Then, as if nothing had happened at all, he span on his heels, walked to the kitchen table, opened his mother's purse, and pulled out a £10 note. "Come on, Pete, let's go get some sweets," Nathan laughed as he said this. The sly grin had returned. "See you later, Mr. Davis," he beamed. "Bye, Dad," said my young Pete. And with that the door slammed shut. They were gone. As I sat there in the kitchen and the silence broke into inevitable sobs, I remember thinking to myself as I looked upon the mascara-stained face of Angela, "Thanks, Nathan. Now I've got this fucking mess to deal with."